Yes, good morning, guys, to all of you. I welcome you all on this wonderful platform that is Byju's Exam Prep. So, guys, as you know, today we are having a practice session of ISRO, and today we are going to discuss the subjects like production and material science. So, today we will be having production and material science top 24 questions. Okay. So, guys, actually, we scheduled these questions, this session before, but it couldn't complete it because of some network issue. So, I have added all new questions. Okay, so even if you have attended that, today you will be getting the new questions. Okay, so we are starting the session, guys, without wasting the time. Please tell me, am I properly audible and visible to all of you or not? Yes, please tell me, am I properly audible and visible to all of you or not? Then we are starting the session. Okay, fine. I feel voice is coming properly. So, guys, this is some detail about me, and today's subject is related to production. I already told you that whenever you see the production part, in the ISRO, major questions are coming from the material science, okay? And in production, you will find one question from all the areas. So, we are going to continue from this. And guys, there is a workshop tonight, 27 June. Strategy to be in top 1% for GATE 2024, and that will be taken by Richa Gupta ma'am. And guys, now we are starting the session without wasting the time. So we are having questions in front of us. The very first question is from the testing of materials. So I would like to tell you, when we talk about the testing of materials, this topic is there in strength of material for GATE. Okay. But this topic is in material science for ISRO and ESC. Okay. So that is why we are considering this question here. Page word is saying the answer to be B. So I would like to say, dear, the answer is wrong. Actually, 45 degrees is the correct answer. When you are talking about IJOD impact test, then you are using this kind of specimen. This angle is 45 degree and this is 2 mm. Okay, so this is the dimension of that. So answer would be yes, Shashank, hi dear. So answer will be 45 degree. Very good, guys. बहुत बढ़िया. Wonderful. Moving to the next question, guys. This question is machinability depends on microstructure, physical and mechanical properties. Very good, Shashank. And composition of workpiece material, cutting force, type of chip or tool life. So guys, just try to give the answer. Till that time, I am sharing this session with the others as well. Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. What would be the answer for this question, guys? Yes, Rajesh, good morning, dear. So what would be the answer for this question? This is related to machinability. Abhi, good morning. Okay. Jitin is saying D, Pagelward is saying D. So dear, I would like to say, when we are talking about the machinability do not depends upon the tool life. What is machinability actually? It is the ability to get machined. Like if we have a component and if it is easy to machine the component, then we will be calling that, yes, it is a good machinable component. Its machinability is very good. So my dear, for that, if we have a hard workpiece, it will be difficult to machine. Soft workpiece would be easier to machine. So hardness is which property? It is a mechanical property. So my dear, obviously it depends on the mechanical properties. And my dear, whenever we are talking about the mechanical properties, somewhere will be depending on the composition, because there are some elements which are going to make the structure hard, like carbon, like nitrogen, like cyanide. So definitely it will be depending on the composition. Then my dear, obviously physical means geometrical characteristics, obviously it will be depending upon. So guys, microstructure will be deciding, because microstructure will be depending on various factors which are once again related to the heat treatment and manufacturing processes. So answer for this is going to be A. So guys, machinability will be depending on the A. Yes. Very good, Chalu Guri. Okay, machinability depend on workpiece only. Very good. Dekh raha hai Vinod. Surya, very good. Moving to the next question, guys. This is spinning operation is carried out on hydraulic press, mechanical press, lathe or milling machine. Spinning operation is carried out where? Spinning operation is carried out where? Okay. This is from production and material science, guys. This is from production and material science. Yes. Okay, answer came from Jitin. Very good. Everybody have given the answer. Everybody have given the answer. So everybody is saying C. Yes, it is correct. My dear, spinning operation is performed on lathe, and that we are going to study in the machining part, which is the part of a chapter known as theory of metal cutting. Okay. So there we study this. Moving further, guys. Spinning, some people are teaching it in metal forming as well. Okay. So it is a metal forming process actually, but if you are talking about lathe operations, it is a lathe operation. Moving to the next question, guys, and this question is question number 4. We have total 24 questions. This is from casting. Shrinkage allowance is made by addition to external and internal dimension, subtracting from external and internal dimension, subtracting from external dimension, adding to internal dimension, adding to external dimension, and subtracting from the internal dimension. What would be the answer? Yes. So my dear, let us say we are having a cavity of, or you can say we are going to make a casting of this shape in which we are having a hole like this. Then my dear, the question is like these are the external dimensions and these are the internal dimension. This is hole, no? This is hole. So these are internal dimension. So they are asking that where we add, where we subtract. Okay. So Jitin is saying D, Fajal D, Vinod D, Rajesh D. So guys, the answer for this is yes, D. Because my dear, when we are going, although this type of numerical have not been asked in the gate till now, but I am telling you, as you know, shrinkage is going to happen. So my dear, always, like if this dimension would be 100 mm, and let us say it is given that 1 mm per 100 mm is the shrinkage allowance, then my dear, for pattern size, this will be taken as 101 mm. Okay. So here we add, but my dear, in internal dimension, we are going to subtract it. So my dear, when we are going to talk about the subtract it, it means if that hole is of 10 mm, then my dear, you would be taking it of 9.99 mm. Is it clear? 1 mm from 100 mm is there, so 0.1 mm will be there from 10 mm. Okay, 9.9, not 9.99, 9.9 mm. Okay, so here we will be subtracting it. D is the right answer for this. Very good, Chalu Buri. Moving further to question number 5, my dear. And when we are talking about question number 5, the ultimate tensile strength and yield strength. This is from metal forming. This question is from metal forming. This question is from metal forming. This session is for ISRO, guys. Okay. Those who are going to appear for ISRO, it is very useful session for all those students. Tell me what will be the answer for this. What will be the answer for this? Yes, wonderful, guys. And do like and share the session so that other student can also join. What would be the answer for this? They are saying that when temperature falls from 0 to minus 150 degrees Celsius, there are two things. One is increase of temperature. Second is decrease of temperature. So my dear, you tell me, first of all, when the temperature increases, then things are becoming softer or harder? When temperature increases, things are becoming softer or harder? Okay, Vinay is saying B. Whenever you are going to heat something, it is becoming soft or hard? Arey bhai, when you heat something, it becomes soft. Heating will make it soft always. Okay, whenever you will heat something, it will become soft. Take plastic, take anything. When you will heat it, it will, because you are giving the energy. When you are giving the energy, bonds will be easily breaking. So things will become soft. So my dear, increase of temperature will make the thing soft and this will make the hard. So it will reduce the strength, it will increase the strength. Now you can see it is when temperature falls, it means cooling is going to happen. So in cooling, obviously what will happen, my dear? You will be having an increase. Although mild steel behavior is having some complications that we have seen or we will see in the classes. Okay, yes. Yes, Vinod. So, but here it is not talking about hardness and brittleness. We are talking about the strength. So, strength and hardness follows this. It will decrease when temperature increases and increase when temperature decreases. So, answer for this will be straight away A. So, I hope everybody understood this. Moving to the next question, question number 6 from material science. For material science. This is from material science. True sight is obtained. True sight is obtained. Yes, Chaluguri. True sight is obtained. Quenching steel during transformation. Fully hardened steel is finally drawn at about 677. Steel is rapidly quenching in oil. When alloy steel are rapidly quenched in water. So guys, what would be the answer for this? विनीत 3 जुलाई को जो सीरीज स्टार्ट हो रही है दैट इज 50 मार्क सीरीज फॉर गेट एंड आई फील टुडे this would be this or the next session would be last session of ISRO. After that we are coming for new series for ISRO as well. Okay, so 50 mark series will be there and we will be having a discussion over that with the launch session. Okay, so answer for this once again. Here material science students are not very good at. True sight is formed when quenching of steel during the transformation. A is going to be the right answer. Don't worry, these are the type of questions which are going to be repeated in ISRO. So those students who are going to attempt the ISRO, for them you need to add these things into your knowledge so that they will be repeated and you will be able to. These types of questions are not coming in GATE. Okay, GATE is asking different type of question. This is from heat treatment. This is from heat treatment. This is from heat treatment. Induction hardening is the process. Induction hardening is the process. Yes, Pejal word. We will be having some mock test also. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay. Induction hardening is the process of hardening of core, uniform hardening, selective hardening, hardening surface for mere resistance. What would be the answer for this? This is question number 7. I am telling you, my dear, there are two types of processing. One is hardening, other surface hardening. This is once again from material science. So my dear, hardening, whenever you are going to do by quenching, this is for complete workpiece will get hardened. Its core, its surface, everything. But when specifically you want to make only the surface to be hard, then my dear, the processes used are carburizing, nitriding, cyaniding, and then we have induction hardening. Then we have flame hardening. So my dear, all these processes are for surface. So hardening surface for wear resistance. Okay. If you would be having hardening by quenching, that is for hardening of core. Okay. Inside we are going to make it harder. Very good, guys. So answer is D for it. Question number 8. Question number 8. As I said, most of the questions are coming from material science. So I kept 1/3 question for material science only. Yes, what would be the answer for this? Which one is not the purpose of heat treatment of steel? Changing the composition of steel on the surface, changing the percentage of carbon and silicon in the bulk, increasing or decreasing the grain size, removing undesirable stresses. What is not the purpose of heat treatment? Yes. Which of the following is not the purpose of heat treatment? Yes, yes, yes. Everyone, guys. Everybody. Okay. Pagel word, we know are saying answer to be B. What about others? You know that whenever we are going for heat treatment, removing undesirable stresses, this is done in annealing. This is done in annealing. So heat treatment do this thing. Increasing or decreasing of grain size, that happen in all the processes because cooling rate will decide it. Now changing of percentage of carbon, that happens in the carburizing. Okay, nitriding, cyaniding. But my dear, this is not happening. Whatever the composition is changing, that is not going to happen in the bulk. So because of this bulk word, this is going to be wrong. So answer is B. Moving to question number 9. A cold chisel is made up of. A cold chisel is made up of. I feel you know that is used for the woodwork. For woodwork, which material we use? Mild steel, cast iron, HSS or high carbon steel? This is from your first year of engineering. When you go to the lab of carpentry, chisel is made up of mild steel, cast iron, high speed steel or high carbon steel. After that we have other questions. Okay, so I am going to tell you that Pagel word is correct, high carbon steel. Because initially to cut the wood, high carbon steel is enough. Then nowadays when we need to cut the high carbon steel, we are using high speed steel. To cut the high speed steel, we would be using ceramic and carbides like that. So high carbon steel is correct. Moving to question number 10, guys. The defect responsible for the phenomena of slip by which most metals deform plastically is known as. Yes, slip. You study that in the stress strain diagram also. From that you can very easily answer. You study in this range. What is that? Is it fracture, twinning, dislocation or strain hardening? You would be having confusion is these two, but go for the question. Defect responsible for phenomena of slip. Slip is happening because of strain hardening or because of dislocation. I taught you that in stress strain diagram many times. Yes. So this time the answer will be dislocation. Strain hardening is responsible for increase of strength. Increase of strength. Because this strength is increasing, that is because of strain hardening. But dislocation movement is something which is responsible for the phenomena of slip. Okay. Dislocation means the group of atoms which are leaving their positions, they will be moving along with that, and that movement is said to be slip. Okay. Strain hardening means increase of strength. Now we are moving to question number 11. This is numerical from metal forming. Numerical from metal forming. Numerical from metal forming. Everybody. So guys, do like and share the session. We are having 13 more questions. Okay, Pejal Bird is saying C. With a punch for which the maximum crushing stress is 4 times the maximum shear stress. This is given to you. Now, my dear, you know when you are having a punch, force for crushing will be acting like this. So, crushing stress will be F divided by pi by 4d square. And when we are talking about the shear which is coming in the sheet, that is F divided by pi dt. Just use the relation, find out the relation between diameter and thickness. I feel Surya and Pejal Word have already given the answer as plate thickness. You can put it and get the answer. It is F by pi by 4d square is equals to F by pi dt into 4. So what will be the relation? I feel you will get diameter is equals to thickness. So plate thickness is going to be the right answer. Very good, Surya. Moving further, guys. Moving further to the question number 12. This is the question from your metrology lab. First year or 11th, 12th class lab. Vernier caliper. Least count of metric vernier caliper having 25 divisions. Matching with 24 division of the main scale. One main scale division is 0.5. Yes. What would be least count? Yes. What would be the answer? Okay, A and D same hai. Don't worry, A and D answer nahi hai. Okay, A and D answer nahi hai. Okay, this is by mistake. Actually, here 10 would be lesser. So the answer for this question will be 0.5 divided by 25. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? It will be C, na? How D? It will be C. I already said A and D are not the answers. C is the right answer. 0.5 by 25. Okay, so if you see the ISRO paper, every year they have asked one question from vernier caliper. So you need to understand about the least count and all for the vernier caliper. So answer for this question will be C. C is correct. Moving to question number 13. This is from the calibration. I don't know whether you are aware of this thing or not. That's why I am telling you. But questions have been framed from this topic in large number of times. My dear, have you ever seen that whenever you are going to a Kiryana shop, there is a weighing machine? Previously, we were having the some weights were there and we were using the taraju kind of things. But nowadays, you are having the digital machines. And that digital machine, if it is not showing 0, he go for some on-off button and you have the 0 on the digital scale. You must have seen that. But my dear, what is calibration? Previously, what was happening actually, as you know, the units like 1 kg, 1 meter, they have been defined by some standards. Like they have taken some standard length and they call this is 1 meter. So when they have defined those things, they are standardly defined and those standard lengths are still there. They are kept like at some of the position, you know that everyone. So my dear, when calibrations are done, like let us say we are going to make we are going to make some weight which are used for the measuring purpose. Like you have made this stone for 1 kg. So my dear, whether this load is 1 kg or not, for that you have calibrated with the original piece which is defined by 1 kg. So my dear, when you are going to calibrate means you will be equating it with this. And if that calibration gives that yes, it is equal to that, then this calibration is said to be primary calibration, because you are directly matching with the original piece. It is said to be primary calibration. Primary calibrated components or devices or weights or anything, they are used by the research organizations because their accuracy matters a lot. Then my dear, if whatever you have made one more 1 kg weight like this, and to match it whether it is 1 kg or not, you have equated it with primary calibrated one, and you found this is coming equals to this, then this calibration is said to be secondary calibration. And secondary calibrated components are going to be used in the industries. And my dear, after that, if some weight you are going to calibrate it with this secondary calibrated thing, that is said to be tertiary calibration. That is used in general purpose where we don't have that much requirement, okay, where some errors are okay to have. Like I already told you an example, like whenever you are talking about the thermometers. So thermometers are coming, some primary calibrated, some secondary calibrated, obviously for research, R&D purpose, the big NASA, ISRO kind of organizations, they would definitely be using what? Primary calibrated. The good industries which are having a lot of exposure to the, you can say they are also doing research in internal purpose, they will be using secondary. And in your school labs, college labs, you are using tertiary calibration. So answer for this question will be, my dear, tertiary calibrated. Because in the laboratory and workshop which we are having, we don't need that much accuracy level. So we are going with the tertiary calibrations. Okay. Everybody understood this? This was something new I wanted to tell you. Moving further, my dear, question number 14. Moving further, question number 14. Moving further, question number 14. And this is saying, for achieving a specific surface finish in single point turning, the most important factor to be controlled, you must be aware of that maximum surface roughness is given as F square upon 8R. It is also given as F upon tangent CS plus cot CE. I feel from these formulas you can answer this question very easily. Yes. You have not seen any such formula with respect to depth of cut, with respect to cutting speed, with respect to rake angle. You have seen with respect to feed. So answer for this question is going to be C. Okay. This is question number 14. Guys, 10 questions are still left. Question number 15 in front of you. This is once again from metrology. Once again from metrology. Interchangeability can be achieved by standardization, better process planning, simplification, or better product planning. Yes. Pagel word is saying A, standardization. Abhishek, A. Vinod, A. Okay. Very good. So guys, the answer is A. When you will go for the standardization, interchangeability can be done. Like you are going to make a standard that component in any of the car will be of this size and shape. Then my dear, if any of the car tomorrow is getting stopped for manufacturing, then also if somebody is having that car and that component is getting, you can say, not working or faulty, he can change the component from any of the other company car. That is the benefit of standardization. Moving further to the question number 16, guys. This is a very famous question asked in GATE and ESC both. This question have been asked in GATE and ESC both. What do you feel the answer will be? Cutting speed, depth of cut, feed rate, which is going to be more influential for the tool life? Yes. The most important I feel is the speed. After that we have feed. Then we have depth of cut. When you will see the equation v t to the power n, f to the power x, d to the power y, you will find always x should be more than y. And this one is more than x and y. So the answer for this will be what? Answer for this will be 3, 1, 2. D would be the right answer for question number 16. Very good, Abhi. Wonderful, guys. Moving further to question number 17. Moving further to question number 17. This is the proper numerical on shaper and planar. Proper numerical on shaper and planar. They have given you the forward or cutting speed as 9 meter per minute. Then, my dear, they are saying the lambda 0.5, 1 by 2. Feed rate 0.3 mm per stroke. Clearance at each end. So length of cut will be, total length is given as how much? 700. So it will be first clearance plus 700 plus clearance. It would be 750 mm. Okay, along the direction of tool travel, the time required for finishing, you need to find out the machining time. You need to find out the machining time. So it is L into 1 plus lambda into B divided by 1000 VF. Solve it and get the answer. जितिन टूल लाइफ पर ही तो इफेक्ट देख रहे हैं. वी वर लुकिंग द इफेक्ट ऑन द टूल लाइफ. वी आर लुकिंग द इफेक्ट ऑन द टूल लाइफ. तो टूल लाइफ effects on tool life, how you will check it? We are checking the effect of velocity, feed and depth of cut on the tool life. Is it clear? N value is, but N value have nothing to say with the effect. Okay, that have nothing to do with the effect. Okay, that N value will be depending on the cutting tool actually. For different cutting tool, N have different values. If you will be using harder the cutting tool, obviously that will increase. Okay. For ceramics, it would be different. For mics, it would be different. And totally depends on the cutting tool material. Okay. What would be the answer, guys? This is L, this is B. Solve it and get the answer. Question number 17, we are left with 7 more questions still. Formulas are in front of you. This is lambda actually. Anybody? Solve it. Yes. Pejal, Vinod, Abhi. Anybody? Yes, put the value, get the answer. Shall I do the calculation? $750 It is 12.5. B would be the right answer. 12.5. Putting all the values, you will get this was mm, this was mm, this was meter per minute. That is why we multiplied it with 1000. Everybody got it? Arey bhai, nobody is answering. Yes. Pejal, Abhi, have you done it or not? I am unable to see the comment. Okay, moving to the next question. This is once again from material science, testing of properties. Brittle hardness number, which formula is correct? Brittle hardness number, which formula is correct? Brittle hardness number, which formula is correct? Capital D is the die of indenter, small d is the die of indentation. Which formula will be correct? Surya is saying B. So I feel when I have taught you this, I taught you like this. This is L by pi d by 2. D minus d square minus d square. When this 2 will be going up, the answer will be coming out to be B. B is correct for Brittle hardness number. Question number, it was question number 17. Moving to question number 18. This is from TIG welding process. TIG welding process. Which gases are used in TIG? CO2, H2, argon, neon, helium, and neon. In TIG, if you remember, for TIG, MIG, we discussed separately. Yes, for TIG we use helium and argon. And for MIG we have a choice of CO2 also. And when we use CO2, it is said to be active gas. Metal arc welding process. So answer will be C for this. Argon and helium. Question number 19. The force required to punch a 25 mm hole in mild steel plate 10 mm thick, where ultimate shear stress of the plate is this, nearly. I feel you know that force will be tau ultimate into pi dt. This type of questions are asked in GATE also, ISRO also. What would be the answer for this? Question number 19. We have 5 more questions after this. Surya is saying B. What about others? Abhi, Vinod, Pejal word. Answer will be coming out to be B. Yes, it is correct. Mind it that this time in ISRO written have a weightage of 50%. Previously written was not having any weightage. So that's why written becoming more important this time. Moving to question number 20, guys. Very good, Jitin and Abhi. The machining process in which the workpiece is dissolved in the electrolyte solution. Electrolyte solution. Electrochemical machining, ultrasonic machining, electro discharge machining, or laser machining. This is non-traditional machining method. Okay. Okay. Yes, Surya, Pejal. So I am telling you, when we are talking about ECM, we use electrolyte. When we use EDM, we use dielectric. Okay, for ultrasonic machining, what we are going to use? There we are using some abrasive particles. Okay, moving further to question number 21. They're asking you about the working zone of metal forming. Working zone of metal forming. Working zone of metal forming. If this is the stress strain diagram, what is the working zone of metal forming? It is greater than yield strength but less than ultimate strength. Because after ultimate strength, we have a fracture. So in metal forming, we do not go for fracture. Answer will be A for it. Wonderful, guys. Very good, Jitin, Surya. Moving to question number 22. The blank size of gear 3 mm module and 40 number of teeth is. Okay. What will be the answer for this? Pejal, I will be coming up for that separately. Okay, actually one session have been over also, and I'll be coming up with one more session. Okay, because in the next series we will start from SOM only. Answer will be A for this. Question number 23, guys. After that, one more question. What would be the answer for this? We have just discussed about this. This is electron beam machining, electrochemical machining, electro-discharge machining. I feel everybody is aware. We have just seen ECM will be electrolyte. ECM will be electrolyte. So just by this you can say C and D are out of the race. Either A or B will be the answer. Kerosene is a dielectric. So B with 1. A will be the answer. And ultrasonic machining uses the abrasive particles. Electron beam machining will use the vacuum. A is the right answer. Moving to the last question for this session, guys. Immediately after the session, I will share the PDF in the group. The rake angle of a cutting tool is 15 degree. Then shear angle 45 degree. Cutting velocity 35. Chip flow velocity will be. I feel everybody know about the velocity triangle. This is phi. 90 minus phi alpha. So dear, you know, this is cutting velocity. This is chip flow velocity. This is shear velocity. Just use the sine rule, which will say VF by sine phi is equals to VC by this will give you VF. Yes. So answer will be are we getting? B or C? Okay, are we getting B? Everybody is getting B. Okay, fine then. Okay, guys. So with this, we have completed today's 24 question. So I am telling you guys, I will share the PDF on my Telegram channel, Mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana. And soon we are coming up with a new series on ISRO. Okay, so what is your expectation? Do you want formula revision or do you want practice? What are your expectations for the new series? Because ultimately, what you needed, that should be our focus. So do you want some formula revision kind of things or only practice or the combination of those two? And this formula revision will be as per the ISRO. Yes, Pagel have said practice through concept. What about others? Abhi, Surya, Jitin. Actually, we were going for the previous year's paper, but response was not that good. We have, I feel, done many paper up to 2014 we have done. So if you guys would be coming, we will be once again starting that because we are left with 2014 to 2005 papers. Okay, fine. So guys, goodbye for this session. We will be coming up for the new series. We will be taking care of all your suggestions. Okay, so be ready for that. And goodbye for this particular session. We will meet again. Goodbye.